Hello and welcome to the new show that we're doing. I've already done a preview thing of what we're going to talk about, but I haven't actually edited it yet. But anyway, Severance, the Apple TV show, or season 1, episode 1. Just some background. I think I covered it in the other video. I've watched the first season. Nobody else has watched the first season. None of us have watched the second season. So just before we... You're kidding,
You've watched the second season, but not the first season?
Yeah.
Are you being serious? No, you're not being serious. No, you're not being serious. Because I thought that's weird.
Moron?
Well, I didn't want to assume, you know.
Both doing the same joke. She can't wait to see how it starts.
Before we get started into what happened in the episode, let's just go over general impressions. Obviously, I thank you very much for coming back after nobody was that impressed about the end of Twin Peaks.
Again. This is
the end.
Brave bringing it up.
Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to keep reminding you. But, do you guys want to share your thoughts so far after the first episode?
Intrigued. If I had one word.
Yeah. Very invested in it.
What about you, Michael? Sure. How do you feel about it?
No, I liked it. Yeah, and it feels like, there's a lot of shows that just feel like they tread the same territory. And I'm not a science fiction guy or anything at all, so I'm sure it's not the first time this has been done, but it's not something that I have seen or read or whatever. So for me, at least, it feels like it's treading a little bit of different ground, which is cool. Okay,
well, I will tell you, when I watched this, I've never seen anything like it before.
Awesome.
So as usual...
Didn't you say that about Twin Peaks?
I'd never seen anything like Twin Peaks before. I mean, that is technically true.
And you know what? Rightly so.
Thank goodness we didn't
I'm
see
still
it.
really burned by it.
Yeah, for some reason they haven't made shows just like Twin Peaks since. I don't understand it, really. Thank you for bringing Twin Peaks up again, though. Okay.
I'll leave the link to the video on this.
No, there totally isn't.
I can do it if you want, Nelly.
So as usual, I'll just go through the summary of what happened in the episode, and you guys just pipe up when you want to discuss anything. So we open on this
one. I thought, what has Ben gotten us into? When it opens.
The woman lying on the conference room table.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And the voice saying, "Who are you?" So we see the voices coming from one of those old-time intercom devices. And in fact, just the decor of the room is a little dated. Would you say? Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
The speaker thing reminded me of Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah.
In lots of places where they have those speakers, it's very noticeable the cable kind of across the table.
Yeah, but there was no cable on this one. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
On that one, there wasn't. Oh, okay.
And
We
only find out. We only find
out
later on that one did not have a cable plugged into it.
Oh,
because when she throws it at his head, there's no cable.
Oh, of course. Is that the only reason why they?
Oh, I thought she unplugged it. I mean, spoilers, but
I don't think she did. But
does that mean anything though, or is it just so that she can throw it?
I think she still threw it with it attached.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
surely it's got a long cord to be able to get to there.
But that's we're getting ahead of ourselves there.
There were multiple scenes with a long, obvious cable.
Yes,
where in a lot of
were.
shows they just wouldn't bother with a cable at all. Yeah.
And I also first thought was, hey, isn't that the main dude? Like his voice, because he has a very distinct voice.
Yeah, I was like, is that Scott?
Okay.
Yeah.
I like your perception. I also like that your first comment, Nelly, is the room was well lit. Gee, they got that lighting right.
I did not have to turn any settings on my iPad at all, just to see stuff in the dark.
I didn't have to change any at all. Yeah, it was nice.
So the woman is confused, and as she gets up, you can see she's a bit wobbly on her feet. She goes to the only door in the room, which won't open. The voice keeps talking to her and wants to start asking survey questions, but she starts panicking and trying to get out. Eventually, she accepts her fate and is ready to take the survey. The first question is, who are you? She seems a bit confused, not sure what the answer is. And as he asks more questions, she just gets even more confused. She asks what they did to her.
Should you a state?
Yeah, she asks, what did you do to me as the survey ends? The door opens and... Oh, but by this stage, she's on the floor. The door opens and she sort of shuffles away from the door, and there's a figure standing at the door it's shadowed. And he says, that's a perfect score. Then we cut to Adam Scott sobbing to himself.
Just
in a car.
before we got to that, I
Yep.
thought she is not going to live.
Yeah.
So I was wrong.
I was wondering that as well, but then I was like, oh, will they kill her? But my immediate thought was I've seen too many murder shows and I'm like, she's dead.
I just thought maybe they were going to sort of set stakes early about answering incorrectly or something, but I was just wrong.
I thought it was going to take quite a bit of work to get blood out of that weird kind of crenulated carpet wall.
So Melanie is
many
focusing
things
on
there.
the lighting and how they would clean the room.
Clean blood.
It's all important. Someone went to a lot of effort to set that up.
Yeah.
I loved the set design in that boardroom.
Yes.
I don't know,
It's sparse.
all
There's
look
like
of it, I really
nothing
enjoyed.
there practically.
Yeah.
There's some
Yeah.
chairs around a conference table.
But like the carpet, just all of it, I was like, this is really eye-catching to watch.
Okay.
Palette.
So yeah, we cut to Adam Scott. We don't know his character's name yet, but it's Mark. He's just sobbing to himself in a car. He seems genuinely upset. And he reaches for a tissue, and as he does, we see a badge, an ID badge for Lumen, with his picture on it. We see that the car he's parked in is in a car park at Lumen, and that there are many cars.
And it's an oldie-timey car.
Yeah. He gets out of his car and walks towards the building. When he enters, we see that the interior is like a multi-level thing, and he approaches reception. He shows his badge, and the receptionist makes a call asking the other person on the other end of the line, "Are you ready for Mr. Scout?" And after the woman
the cinematography where you're above as well, and it felt quite, I don't know,
We did that a few
Tetris-y.
times.
Yeah, I did like is it called cinematography where they just the different shots and stuff. Very well
yeah.
done.
So I want to remind
pretty
you as
good.
well that this is directed by Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
There's a ton of shots in this show, in this episode at least, of him putting on and taking off the lanyard. Like he does it like 5 or 6 times in the first episode.
Yeah, so that's a good point, because so he puts it on when he first goes into the building. Then when he gets to his locker,
I won't
he
be able to
changes
count
to
them
another
all,
one.
Yeah.
Then when he gets his promotion, he takes off his old one and puts on the new one.
Spoiler.
And then when he's leaving...
Spoilers! I mean,
Oh
just
my
wait
God.
then. You're
He takes
ruining
off
the
that
whole
one and then-
episode.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of lanyard play. Anyway, the receptionist says, "Go ahead," and as he walks, we see a gigantic etched mural of a bearded man's head on a wall. He uses his ID card to open a door into a locker room and gets changed for work. And it looks like he's changing his entire outfit. He takes his watch off, everything, or he's putting it on. I can't actually remember.
Well, he just takes his
He takes one off and
cold
puts
weather
one on.
jacket, and his cold weather boots off, and switches to swanky shoes, and stays in his suit.
A suit jacket, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So-
the watch is the thing that I was like, why does he have to change his watch?
It's a
Because it
good
wasn't
question.
a digital watch. It's
It-
not
it's a-
like, so I'm intrigued as to why that needed to be.
That's a very good question, and I like the way you're thinking. He leaves
Because it's
it.
a time travel show, Katie. Ben wouldn't be making us watch it otherwise.
Is it really time travel, Ben?
Honestly,
You're not gonna say anything. Just keep going. Just keep going.
I don't think so. But honestly, I don't
You
actually
haven't seen
know.
the second season, Ben.
That's true. I don't actually
Can't do
know.
more time travel.
This is
weird
no. I
shit.
mean,
It's
this is what this.
Mhm.
You'll see. Okay, you'll see as you go that the show is not what you think
You
it
don't have
is.
to.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Sorry. Thanks, Michael.
I like that it's a thriller. I'm enjoying the thriller aspects of it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So he goes through security, and the guy fills out the form to say that he's been through. Enters the lift, uses his key card to get into the lift, I think. And the lift descends, and as he does, there's a noise, and there's sort of like this. I can't remember.
Shuddering.
There's this. It's a sort of effect. It's a camera effect that they use sometimes, where the background moves. It's like a sort of a focus effect, where the background sort of comes in closer or goes forward, backwards, but it's still the same shot. And that they do that shot,
Like
and there's a noise. Yeah. And he's this thing with his eyes, and when he opens them, he doesn't seem upset anymore.
So my guess is that's the how they switch you is like it's how hypnosis with the sounds and stuff can trigger you to do other stuff. That's what I assume.
Okay. He exits the lift, and as he walks down corridors that all look exactly the same.
A lot of corridors.
Yes.
I did like a lot of the cinematography in this one as well, because it's not always behind his shoulder. It's some in front, some to the side, some as he turns around. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
so I wasn't like bored.
It's like navigating the Red Room.
Except it's white, yeah.
Why, Michael?
Maybe it's the White Room, Michael.
just a callback for all the fans.
It's the White Lodge, Jesus Christ.
So I've noted here that the music, ever since he came down through the lift, has completely changed now.
There's a lot of interesting music in this.
Yeah. He finally arrives at his work area, which is this large open area with green carpet, and in the center of it are four partition desks with a computer on them. And
old school computers.
Yeah. These are not modern computers.
They reminded me of like the old Apple IIes or something.
Do we know when this is supposed to be set?
No.
Not yet. Not yet. We don't.
Or if we do, I missed it.
I can't remember if they actually tell us.
Trying to think
but there are some hints about when it might be, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I guess we'll find out.
I guess the cars could potentially be one, but.
He finally arrives. Yeah, so he arrives at his work area.
Another thing I noticed, sorry, but that I think has already happened. Just is about. I forget where we see it actually, but we see that it's Allentown. I don't know whether it was when he was. A little bit
later. When he does,
okay.
Maybe.
I've just had the Billy Joel song Allentown in my head all week because of that.
Yeah, sorry, Michael. That's not a bad thing.
But it did kind of make me think when I saw it though. I'm like, is that deliberate? Like, obviously, it's just a place, right? Pennsylvania, is that right? I think I looked it up and it said it's like the third most populous or whatever. But like in that song,
it's in Northern America again.
I'm pretty sure this is placed in North America because they talk about Congress at one point.
Yeah, it's on that coast. Yeah, and in the north, I think, if I'm right. It's just interesting because that whole song is about kind of like an industrial city and people growing up there, thinking they're going to work at the steel factory or something, but the jobs are sort of
that's
going.
where everybody works, yeah.
But it's very, I didn't know whether that was deliberate because it was sort of like, it's like they're there working for the company. Like everyone's there working for the company kind of place.
Okay.
That might be totally coincidental.
It might be
that's
deliberate.
What it made me think of when I saw it.
Hold on to that thought, Michael, because it may be deliberate.
I mean, obviously, everyone doesn't work for the company though, because we have that scene later where they're not. But
yes.
it's still
kind of shocked that he does.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. I mentioned here that the computers are some weird retro design, and as he logs in, we see a screen full of numbers, and as they move their mouse, the numbers sort of like this. They sort of focus around his mouse.
And then he clicks and drags.
So he's like scanning through them. So they have their usual. They have some office banter. They're talking about Dylan not being in. We see them collecting groups of numbers on their computers, and they're deposited into these different boxes.
And you'll see along the bottom how it's got percentages of what's in them.
Petey not being in, not
Dylan? Petey. Yeah, Dylan. Was it Petey? Was it? Yeah, it is Petey. That's the guy's name. So
what's that Michael's showing? Top left? I can't read it.
It's Drainesville.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it's backwards on my screen.
But you notice it says 19% complete up the top of the screen there?
Yeah.
Right.
And each of those boxes has a percentage as well. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Whoa. Oh, Katie.
Sorry, I meant to mute.
Oh my
At
God,
least
Katie.
you're not shutting the laptop, Katie. Gosh, you're going to get
Jeez.
You
it.
can cut that bit out. I meant to mute because there's
No,
noise
he's not going to
outside.
cut it out.
Sorry.
I'm
He's
not cutting it out. Okay, all right.
Sorry.
So, Mr. Milchick arrives and wants to have a word with Mark. They all greet Mr. Milchick. He seems to be like a
One of them
office
stands up
supervisor
as
or
is-
something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the one that stands
haven't
up is
mentioned the dude
Irving,
who
if I
comes
remember
in
correctly, the older one.
and says the weird thing.
What's
What's for
that?
dinner, kids, or whatever he says when he walks in.
Yeah, that was
That's
Irving.
Petey, though.
No, that's not Petey.
No, it's not
No,
Petey.
Irving.
but
Petey's
wasn't he
definitely not
saying
there.
that? Okay.
That was his code for trying to get him to remember him later on. Because
Yeah.
that guy says it every morning, I think.
Cool.
Okay, all right. As Mr. Milchick and Mark leave the room, we see the name of the department is Macro Data Refinement. You guys all saw that, right?
Whatever that means.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. What do you think that means, Michael?
It's not micro.
It made me think of. I mean, these numbers are in the screenshot obviously stand for something. It's like they're very deliberately abstracting something so that they're maybe not thinking about what they're doing. So that's what the macro made me think of.
That you think they're representation of something nefarious.
Like or horrific, or just
Yeah.
something that they wouldn't want.
So let me draw your attention to the screen behind Michael. I'm sure you all can see it. The grid of numbers, even the ones that are not focused upon, it's not a perfect grid. You can see some numbers are completely misaligned.
Slightly out. Yeah.
It's unusual. This is very, very strange.
The screen is very. As soon as he started doing stuff on the computer, I watched this with Mum because she wants to watch it as well.
Yep.
And I was
cool.
like, "What the f are they doing? Like, what is this?
They're refining
And how do
macro
they
data.
know
Can
what
you not
goes
tell?
in what box and ridiculousness? And I don't understand why it would be in code for them to not know what they're doing when they're going to forget it when they leave anyway.
That's a good point.
These are all good
Would they
questions.
still do the job
Unless
if
it's just still too.
it involved code on killing people kind of stuff?
They're very good questions. Okay, so anyway, Mark and Mr. Milchick leave. They're going to see Ms. Coble, apparently. So as they approach the office, apparently Miss Coble's in a new office, and Mr. Milchick says to Mark, try complimenting her on a new office. That'll put her in a good mood. Yeah. So, of course, he does that.
Nice,
As they do that, he does that, and as Mark and Mrs. Coble sit, Mr. Milchick is plugging in one of the old-timey intercom devices into the computer on Ms. Coble's desk. So it looks to be the same kind of computer that they have on their desks. Ms. Coble informs Mark that the board will be joining them.
Also,
I love
what
this
else has
scene.
she been in? Because she looked very familiar.
Medium.
Patricia Arquette.
Yes,
She's been in lots and lots of
There's
stuff.
so much stuff.
Actually, that's right. I looked it up,
Medium.
but not much I knew.
She's looking very good for age.
I'll just say it right now. I love her so much.
Okay.
Oh, me too.
As an actor or as a character?
Both. Yeah.
Well, she
I
does well
love
in
her
this
as
one,
well.
especially with the ending part as well.
Her voice is so distinct as well that
It
I
is.
recognized her from her voice in both spots.
I just love how impassive she is a lot of the time. It's not hard to keep it. I mean, it's not easy to keep a straight face like that and be that because she's very intense, like pretty much all the time.
This character.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying. I would not want her as my boss.
Oh, no.
So Ms. Coble informs the board will be joining them. They sit in silence for a few moments, and Mark is just like, "Oh, should I be saying something?" And he starts doing thank you for this opportunity, because he's going to sub in for Petey, because they've got an interview or something today. But Ms. Coble interrupts him and informs him Petey is no longer with the company, and he's like, "What?" And she repeats herself.
Doesn't she say this company?
No, I think she says
with the company.
With the company, yeah, he's no longer with the company. And Mr. Milchick.
It sounded like he was
terminated.
Yeah, definitely. That's the way she makes it sound. But I think she would make that sound that way if she was making a sandwich as well.
Yeah, I thought he was dead.
Mr. Milchick comments that, I'm really sorry. Petey, you and Petey were one of my favorite office friendships, which is so weird.
Yeah, a lot of the comments he makes is bizarre.
Yeah.
Mark actually looks a bit upset. He doesn't seem happy that Petey's gone.
Yeah.
But he's not really given much time to process it, as he's basically immediately given a promotion to serve Keir, which was very strange. Did you pick up on that when she said that? She said that he's going to serve Keir.
I didn't know what to
I
make.
probably ignored it because I didn't know what it meant.
Okay, all right. And at the end of her informing him... Sorry, go.
So Keir, who was when he comes into the building, who does the secretary say?
She doesn't... She said Mr. Scout, which is him.
Oh, Mr. Scout, okay. No, but does she say someone will see... Well, no.
No, she called someone
name.
And said, are you ready for Mr. Scout?
Oh, okay.
There is a cat present.
Hey, Gus.
I kind of assume that later they're going to turn out to be really small cogs as well.
I guess we'll see. After he's informed of his promotion and given his new badge, because she says, "Can you put your pass on the desk?" And she gives him a new one. He puts it on, and she says, "A handshake is available on request." And again, it's just like, this is very strange.
But then I thought she was going to make him shake the hand of the other guy.
Other guy, yes, not her.
That would be a power move.
I like that he thinks about it like, do I want the handshake?
Yeah, and he says, yes, I would like a handshake. And so she provides it. Apparently, he's informed you he's going to run training for the first time, handed a folder, which I assume has like the process in it. He's told that Irving will be joining him, so not to worry. He thanks the board, but is informed that they won't be contributing vocally. Another thing, just like,
yeah.
What?
Were they really there?
It's the way she talks and the way they interact in the office is kind of, I think, how it makes me think people wish it would be. If that makes sense, like in the corporate world, that it would kind of be no chit chat, they obviously have nothing to talk about outside of work. It's business.
Yeah, true.
Don't touch me unless you ask me if you can.
Okay.
It seems very, very structured.
I guess we know what Katie's ideal office scenario is now.
Oh, sorry, I know I said the perfect one, but I meant perfect one in the eyes of a boss.
Oh, okay, yeah, great. No emotion. I don't have to get to know you. Okay, great. This is fantastic.
How the corporate world wished people worked, and there was no emotion or anything inside it. Yeah,
there's
that's what I
using
meant.
the scratching post as well that you were telling us about.
Yep.
Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, I've lost it. Thinking about Missy.
We're all thinking about Missy.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
What Missy left on my desk. Yeah.
Maybe the board doesn't speak because they're aliens and they can't speak English, Ben.
If this is aliens again,
I'm just going to keep throwing things in there.
Do you want that? Do you want the answer to that?
No. Of course not.
What if I just tell you?
You assumed it was Earth?
I don't know.
Why would you think it's Earth?
I've got no idea. Okay, I'll continue on. Back at the office, Irving and Mark are talking as they're setting up, and Mr. Milchick is helping them set things up for the training. Irving's going to be the one supervising. We see on the screen is actually, from the beginning of the episode, we see a shot of the woman who's laying on the conference room table.
I loved how they did this.
Mr. Milchick, as he's leaving, says... Sorry, go.
Hold on, when did they mention that not long ago that he was there? That's where he was.
No, that's when he goes in and talks to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as Mr. Milchick is leaving, he says, I just love seeing you all come in like this. Which, again, is just like, What?
I feel like he's either head of quality control or he's the one that has to give all these little.
He's
we
like
call
HR.
Yeah, bucket fillers.
It does
is what
feel
our
a bit
little
like that,
Frebby-
doesn't it?
And it just feels like
Yeah.
tick in that box.
He's the positive reinforcement for the stuff.
So, we see what happened in the beginning of the episode play out from their perspective this time. It plays out exactly the same. So I'm assuming they actually filmed both of these at the same time because it is just too perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as she tries to get out of the door, Irving's like, she's not supposed to do that. It's just like,
She's going to
okay.
break in.
In another room.
Presumably,
Yeah.
when you said that's the only door, presumably she got into the room that way as well.
Yes, I would assume as much, yeah.
Yeah.
In another room, Mr. Milchick enters Ms. Kobel's office asking if she's seeing it and asking if she should intervene. She says that he should not. We resume from where Mark opens the door and enters the room. She thinks... She's like, well, did you grow me? Like, am I even human?
She asked if you grew me as
valid
like, food,
question.
didn't she?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she thinks, am I just
Yeah.
like food?
Food. What did she say?
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
a
along
different
those
word
lines.
that was
Like
like
the
food. Yeah.
wildest way to
Am I
go.
produce, or is that what she said? I can't remember.
Did you
She
grow
said
me for
something.
consumption or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that. Yeah.
yeah.
And just the weirdest spot to go in your brain. Be like, did you want me to eat me?
But he tells her, no,
That's
that's
not
not the case.
either.
And
They haven't put that there for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're obviously just like trying to throw out as much stuff to make you very unsure about what the situation is.
Yeah.
Mark informs her name is Helly R. They sit down. He resumes the script, and he's very amused by the orientation line. That made me think of you, Michael.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I missed
It
that.
was a pun.
Yeah,
You
it was a
missed
pun about orientation,
So-
and
I
he
know
was
you're
like,
very disorientated, but we're here to give you an orientation.
Orientation.
Something along those lines. And he was like,
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Do we think she is just another person like all the people they get in here, or do we think she is special?
That's
I
really a
hadn't
question
given it
for
much
Katie
thought.
and Nelly.
I don't discount that. I mean,
Yeah.
it is interesting that that's where we're focusing on. She's the only female that's been brought in that role that we know of.
But there's Miss Cobalt.
Miss
that-
Cobalt.
Yeah, but
Yep.
like in this little team of 4.
True.
And the fact that
Yeah.
they kind of ask if they should intervene, and I don't know. It's more just precedent in stories we've seen before, right? That often
That's
it would
interesting
end up
that you came up with that. That is very interesting.
Like completely
always
wrong.
assumed that Adam Scott's
This is a
character,
special one.
yeah, is especially with what happens later. But that's not to say that she isn't going to be.
It gave me
Yeah.
a lot of
I
Truman
think
Show
it's-
vibes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
What
all the
vibes?
observation.
Truman Show. Because
Okay.
they keep looking up at the cameras and
Yep. Okay.
like they're aware.
They're always being watched as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but I also feel like they don't know half of what's going on. That they're the experiment kind of thing.
I just wanted to
Yeah.
point out as well that before he comes into the room, we actually find out that there's also a camera in that intercom device because the screen switches
Oh,
to
yes.
that camera.
To her, yeah.
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 So that's
which we didn't know.
technology. That's
Yeah.
better technology than the computers.
Okay, I'll continue on. But again, just interrupt me if you want to cover anything. He sits down, resuming the script. He's flipping through the manual, trying to find where he has to go on. He starts to mention the severance procedure, and then he goes on. But before that, let's talk about work-life balance. But she just grabs the intercom and throws it at his head, and he's bleeding. She tries to open the door again, yelling, "Let me out!" And he begs her to
He
come
says, "Say
and
it
sit
again."
down, and she sits.
Oh, is that one? No, isn't that when he says, "Say that again"?
No, not yet.
Okay.
He begs her to sit down, and she does. he goes off script, introducing himself, explaining the situation, that he went through the same thing, that he once woke up on this table, and he says, I said that I'm going to, what did he say? I'm going to kill you, and I don't remember, but he said something really horrible as well, and it's just, they sort of...
I forget.
Yeah, but he was nuts as well, basically. He's just trying to tell her, look, I reacted exactly irrationally, just like you. Or rationally. I mean, if you woke up with no memory.
Oh, yeah. And
Doesn't he mention Petey about Petey doing it, and then they became best friends?
Yes, that's right. Yes. Thank you.
It's important for later when we get that corrected.
Yeah. He tries to go back on script, but she grabs the folder, which he managed to wrest from her hands. He tells her, ask me again. And we see Miss Cobol is passively, just sitting there impassively observing.
Because we were told earlier.
Before he says it.
Because, we were told earlier that if they asked to go 3 times, then you let them go. And she eventually does. She's obviously really confused because she's like, he's being the very corporate, following the procedure, trying to do the right thing by the work, but also by her. But she's just like, this is bizarre. It's like, who are you? You know, she's just got no frame of reference for anything.
Yeah.
So he goes back on script to lead her out, and they walk down a number of corridors, her following him. They walk past a bunch of empty desks, and he says, oh, we're expanding. Don't worry about that. We're expanding.
Which they have enough space in their office alone to expand. I think much.
They get to a corridor.
Color too.
Yes, the carpet was red, if I remember correctly. Yeah,
like a burgundy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
They get to a corridor with a door that has a small window in it leading to a stairwell. Mark informs her that this is it, and he's standing slightly around the corner, and she's confused about why he stopped, and he informs her he's not allowed to see her leave. She thinks it's kind of amusing and a bit weird, but eventually walks down the corridor to the door. Above it is a sign that says SVR''D threshold restricted.
At this point, I thought they were going to shoot her.
Okay.
That's the type of shows I watch.
I thought
I was like, she's leaving. She's
something.
not actually leaving. She's going to get in the stairwell and they're going to shoot her.
She pauses for a moment, looking back, then looking through the small window, and you can clearly see this is a stairwell on the other side of the door. She goes through the door, immediately back in the corridor.
Yep.
But was she in a different corridor? Because she is gone for a time where he thinks she's in the stairwell.
Yes, but
I
want to...
that she...
Yeah, so to her perception, it was immediate.
Because it's from her perception at the moment.
Yeah, it was this... Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so from her perspective, she's immediately just walked straight in there.
Yeah.
So she was in a parallel, not universe.
Okay.
A parallel what, Katie?
Yeah, a parallel what?
I don't know.
Corridor?
Go through the tunnel.
Corridor. Like she went through and it was kind of, she was just trapped in the maze again, but I just assumed it wasn't the same spot she had been in until she goes through the door again.
Okay.
No, I just thought she'd forgotten what happened on the other side of the door.
So she's confused.
Is there other person on the outside?
So yeah, she's confused. She turns around and goes through the door again. Same thing happens.
It did make me wonder though, if she is forgetting, forgetting what happened on the other side of the stairwell.
She's not forgetting though, because remember it says it's the severance threshold. So she's her other self on the other side.
Well, I'm saying forgetting, but that's what I mean. Okay. Yeah. But what is it that's causing her other self, her outside self, to
keep
walk
going back
in?
through the door?
These are very good questions. These are very good questions.
Is it definitely her other self?
Oh, not definitely. I'm just assuming.
I know it said the severance threshold, but I didn't think that she immediately was changing back to personal life brain. Because then she would have been freaked out about where she was. She wouldn't have had no idea why she was there.
Yeah. I mean, as do all people who experience this process, I guess.
Yeah.
Because he says later that as long as you make the choice to keep coming back. So my guess is that she was pre-warned before she had the severance done
Maybe.
that she needed to keep going through the door. Kind of
This is great, and I'm looking forward to, as we experience more of the show, you guys refining these ideas. I'm really looking forward to it.
The part that Nelly just mentioned, which happens a bit later, I think.
Yeah,
About
it's just in a moment,
if she's
actually.
come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll wait till then.
So she runs through the door, and we actually see Mark is standing around the corridor waiting. And as she runs through the door, we can see she goes into the stairwell. It's not pretend. There really is a stairwell on the other side of that door, and she falls into it. And then we see her just walk straight back in again. Or not straight back in, but we see her come in. Yeah.
And that's from his perspective. So time does pass when she's in the stairwell and then comes back.
Yeah, and she comes back to Mark, who's still standing there waiting for her, and she asks Mark, "Am I dead?" And he says, "No." He leads her off to Miss. This is when the conversation happens about you only came back because you made the decision to come back. Whoever you are.
But he says it like when they're in the office space, doesn't? After she.
She's sitting at the desk.
Happening and sitting at the desk. And he makes a comment about her returning, like, you only have to come back if you choose to come back.
Yep.
Like, there's no forcing them to come back.
Yep.
It's not like a normal job where it's like, if you don't show up, blah, 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 blah. Which I thought was, like, what would make them come back.
Yeah, these are brilliant questions. There's a lot of really interesting thought experiments to do with this.
We find out later, what partly motivated him to be part of it, but it makes you think, what's motivated her to be part of it and to keep
and the other
back.
two.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because isn't that what Petey asks at the end as well?
Oh, shh, Nelly, we don't. Sorry. Petey's dead.
No, okay. Petey has been terminated.
Yeah, killed. Thank you.
You're terminated. Okay. So they leave. Next shot, we see they're at Ms. Cobell's office, and we see Mark getting Mr. Milchick putting a blue Band-Aid on Mark's head.
Blue Band-Aid.
Yep.
Such a weird Band-Aid.
So Ms. Cobell's finishing is greeting Helly and basically just shitting all over Mark, completely trashing his reputation. She talks about, I've wanted to throw things at him as well, like that sort of thing.
I loved that. Absolutely loved that.
And she says, he can't possibly stuff up this last part of the interview, the orientation or whatever she said, and she hands a CD over to it that has Helly her name on it.
Yeah.
So Mr. Milchick takes Helly away, and Mark comes in and she says to take a seat, and he says, "Are you mad at me?" And she says, "For the incompetence or the disobedience." And he starts talking. She says, "Yes."
Her reaction was so good.
Me too. I did the 10-second back thing because I'm like, what? Did she actually do that? Because she's been so straight faced this whole time.
So calm and
So she tells a story about how her mother is an atheist. And that that her mother says that something about hell, but being horrible, but don't worry because humans can create anything. Something like that. Like basically taking humans.
That's not throwaway either.
Yeah.
Again, that's really there for a reason. There's something about this whole thing about her getting in there, Helia or whatever, that just makes me think, that's what was supposed to happen. That even though she's saying, he's incompetent and all the rest, that's actually what they wanted to happen.
They want to knock him down the road.
What was meant to happen. Yeah. Not for his sake. I don't know. I guess I'm still of the mind that it's more about her than him.
It's a weird process to put them through when they've got the disc to give to them for them to watch.
I feel like it's not the first time either. It's a very rats or mice in a laboratory kind of thing.
In the room, yeah. If that was given to you in the room,
Yeah.
as like one
Why
of the
at
first
this
things
point?
you see.
He
or
was
something.
sort of dropped into it though. He's never done this
absolutely,
before.
yeah.
He doesn't know anything
yeah.
about the process other than him receiving the process. He doesn't know how it works or anything like that. We switched to Mr. Milchick setting up a TV and a DVD player, which apparently is still a thing for Helly.
It's an old one.
Primary
It
school, like
reminds
when
me.
you're in high school, yeah.
And you're pushing the big, massive
Wheeling them in.
TV
Yeah.
on the trolley.
Yeah. There's so many discombobulating things that are in this episode that are just off. That are sort of like, this is not what we would consider
so
normal.
I was getting late 80s, early 90s vibes, but then there's technology
there's a
and parts
DVD
there.
as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
I
then the
also get
camera in
more
the
current vibes
CD.
in the real world side of it, as opposed to in the company. The company feels like it's dated.
Yeah. So we see that the
Different decor
DVD.
and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we see the DVD is of herself, and it basically explains what Severance is and that it's permanent.
And that
Well,
she
she's
agreed to
explaining
it
to
and
herself.
requested
Yes,
it.
and that it was she willingly did it. That she wasn't forced to do it.
Which, if they just showed her that in the room
Exactly.
to start with, it would
So-
be like, why are you
Nefarious
freaking her
reasons.
out? Yeah.
So I can't remember, what do we know of the severance procedure? She mentions that it's a medical procedure. I vaguely
Yeah, we
remember
don't
that.
know. I know stuff from other stuff, not that I've looked out and seen.
It's hard to
searched for
avoid. I mean,
information.
when it was
Yeah.
landed, it was incredibly popular.
They did an SNL skit about.
Oh,
part of
okay.
it. That
So we
wasn't
ba-
what it was about. That was about.
Yeah,
the
so
theme
we
of it,
basically
but-
know that there's a
It's the
medical
work-life
procedure
balance.
that basically separates your work persona
from
from your non-work persona, and they're completely different personas.
And that it's
I would assume
supposedly
it's in the brain.
irreversible.
Yes, yeah.
And stops you being emotionally compromised by your real life at work.
Yeah, you couldn't possibly, because you know nothing about work, literally
And
nothing.
taking
life
work
outside.
secrets out of work. Yeah.
Yeah.
What could go wrong? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So afterwards, she walks over to Mark and comments that, I'm never going to leave, am I? He says, you will, but it won't feel
this
like
is
it.
the part.
He explains that when you leave, it'll just feel like you're coming straight back in.
Doing 9 to 5.
It's also her choice to come back in. This
Yes.
is when they mentioned
Yes.
that it's her choice to come
Yeah,
back.
they
Yep.
keep coming back.
So her other persona is the one that's will decide whether she's coming back in or not. She asks if she's got a family, and he tells her, you'll never know. Or he actually says, we'll never know. Mark
But
points out
that's
that...
the other thing with females, though. Technically, you would know, because if you're continuing to have children, you'd be coming into your persona. I'm like, why am I suddenly pregnant?
Why are my breasts 10 feet lower than yesterday?
10 feet
Yeah,
lower.
that would be
Gosh, Ben,
Isn't that how breasts work?
you really know about
know
food.
how
Experts
women's
on,
bodies
women's
work.
bodies.
Yeah, I think we've established I'm a bit of an expert.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so this is when Mark is
Well,
telling her... Sorry, go.
So it's not gonna. Nellie's right. It's not gonna hide physical aspects of their body changing.
I mean, yeah,
they
well,
were
let's
to
So
get-
see...
you saw how they
Or-
explain out his cut in the head to his other persona.
Yeah.
But then how would they, yeah.
Yeah,
do the
those are the
reverse,
good
yeah.
questions. I like your questions.
Unless they're hiring people that aren't in that situation,
Yeah.
as we know with
Or-
him.
They made her infertile as well, without her knowledge, maybe. Or maybe that's one of the reasons why she's there. Maybe
Maybe
her
that's why she's
trauma was
hired.
that, yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is when Mark points out that every time she finds herself back here, it's because she chose to come back. Which is what you were saying before. She eventually sits at her computer getting a good look at Irving and the other guy, who's I don't think we know his name yet.
No, but isn't
We see Mark swiping his card at the elevator as he goes up at the end of the day, and his expression changes to a more dour expression. He goes
Oh,
through
that's the other thing.
Yep.
Mrs. Cobalt, was someone it was the glasses guy that commented that he looked terrible. One of them made
Yes.
that he looked
Yes. No. That
it was Ms. Coble.
someone said
Or was it
you
Irving?
looked all over. You look
Yes, it was
hungover?
Irving. It was Irving
Yeah.
that said it. Yeah,
You look hungover, I think is what he
like
said.
he would even know. It's like just, it's just like,
And
okay,
yet,
sure.
when he walked in, it was like he almost had a different persona. He was sort of striding in, looking confident.
Yeah, and
Whereas
Um,
he was
I
a bit more
didn't mention it,
downtrodden.
but when he arrived after coming down through the elevator, he found the tissue in his pocket and just tossed it in the bin.
Just in
Yeah.
the bin. Yeah.
The question of you look terrible or whatever he said was really interesting because they shouldn't be having emotions like that necessarily. If you're not thinking, like obviously work is going to give you emotions and stuff like that,
Mm.
but they seem a lot more poised and put together and not really showing any type of emotion.
Okay.
So it was a weird comment.
All right. So Mark leaves. We see him go back to his locker, changing, and when he arrives at his car, there's a note under the windscreen.
Also, when he changes back, he pauses for a minute with the new pass.
like he notices that it's a different path.
It's a different pass.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Thank you, because I was taking notes, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, he arrives at his car. There's a note under his windscreen wiper, and it explains that the band-aid on his head, but except it obviously doesn't explain
With the
what happened.
projector.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
it-
that's the other thing. It was on a transparency slide because
Yeah, he slipped on the transparency slide.
For all those
And he gets
people
a
out there who don't know what they are.
voucher to Pip's
He gets
Bar
to
and
Pip's
Grill.
Bar and Grill, yep. We see him pull out, and he nearly runs over Helly, who is holding white flowers. Neither of them recognize each other. I'm pretty sure
But
that this
she's
is all.
different as well. She looks different.
So I'm pretty sure that this is all just to establish that outside they have no idea who each other are.
Which is established later as well.
Yeah.
We see a wide shot as he leaves of this facility, and it's quite big. And you got to remember as well, they were underground.
Yeah.
Yep.
He arrives
I will
home.
let all the tunnels slide for that very reason because it was not tunnels, sorry, hallways, because it was that massive on the outside.
He arrives at home and at a bunch of houses, and they all sort of look the same. He gets a beer from the fridge and turns the TV on. Next morning, I think it's actually that evening, we see him taking his bin out.
Was it that picture we see that Lumen is in the distance and he's not too far from work?
Yeah, he's not. He's
Later?
actually not that far from work.
It's like over a bridge.
Sorry, I missed where I was.
Taking out the bins.
Yeah, so he's taking the bin out, and we see him. He's making. I think he's leaving a voicemail to Mrs. Selvig, who I assume is like his neighbour or something. That her bin was in the wrong place, or she had the wrong bin out, or something like that.
Many bins
It sounds
out.
like consistently doing it.
Yeah. Back inside, there's a knock at his door, and he opens it, and it's someone he knows. Apparently, forgot about a social event. And there's a whole change your pants, and he's wearing. I've got pants on, and she says, "They're not pants."
It felt very brother sister.
It did, and that's exactly what it is. Yeah. So they're in the car, they're chatting.
Notice with her shots, you see it's just mostly face
Yes,
up.
this is something I completely forgot about until they do it, until they mention it later on. It's a lot of this. A lot of this
Or it's
whole
dark.
next section is very, very cleverly shot. So they're in the car chatting, and she's commenting.
My comment to Katie was that when they're in the Severance level, it is very bright and well lit, and then when they're in his world, it's darkened tones and stuff. 'Cause even during the daylight time, when he was cleaning out his gutters,
Yep.
it still felt dark.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I like it. So in the car they're chatting, and as she drives, and she comments that she thought he might not want to be alone because it's nearing the anniversary, which we'll find out more about later. They seem to know it. This is when, because it's not established, except they eventually say in the subtitles that they say sibling, as has her. That was her name.
I didn't have subtitles on, and you do
Me either.
notice it does mention.
Yeah,
that
I think they said
brother and
something.
sister. They talk about growing up in the parents' house or something, or
Yeah.
like mum or dad.
They
or
talked
something
about
like
growing
that.
up, but
They do mention
yeah, okay, all right, cool.
because I thought they were siblings. that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
me too.
they arrive and Rick. So Mark calls him Rick,
Rickon?
but he says it's
Rickon,
Rickon.
thank you.
He greets him with a big hug. He seems like a really friendly guy. Inside, it's a dinner party, and they're a bunch of what I would describe as philosophy nerds.
Sorry, I was thinking
Call it?
tosses, but anyway.
It's all quite dark there as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's like the light is illuminating the table and just like their face on there, and then everything else is
So Rickon
in
meant
the drive as well that it's a dinner party.
a dinner without food. Yeah.
yes, and that's the thing.
Yes,
they don't
Why is it
show
called a
immediately that there's no food. That this is not a food dinner party, which is just bizarre. There's just so many things that are just weird.
Well, my guess is one of the tosses were like, oh no, we've got to try this new fad kind of thing where it's no food, which is why it opens on him saying, very pretentious.
It talks about deeper conversations or something like that.
That was Rickon, yeah.
Food for thought, not for body.
So Rickon mentions that Mark used to be a history teacher, and someone starts asking him about some history question. He says, I really only taught about World War One. And then they get going, why didn't they call it World War One back then?
Why did they refer to it as the Great War?
Yeah, and he said, well, because World War Two hadn't actually happened yet. And they were like, that makes sense.
Not so smart now, are we?
Yes.
We hear about Mark's late wife, Gemma. We don't hear any details, just that he had a wife and that she was also an educator. They don't
I feel
say...
like his sister at this point is trying to, like, not keep control of the conversation, but to try and, like, stop any of the conversation from upsetting him as well.
Yeah, that definitely... We definitely see shots of her where she's like, should I interrupt or something like that.
Yeah. Or making a face with him as they're like
So the topic changes to Mark working at Lumen, and we hear that Lumen have got their finger in many, many pies and have existed since the 1800s. And I mentioned here, we see Mark's sister getting... Sorry, go.
They were saying, I thought they were all the technology. And then like, no, I think they're all the pharmaceuticals. And
I think that's to establish sort of like they do a lot. They do a lot of different stuff. And we see Mark's sister is getting very uncomfortable. It comes up that Mark has taken the severance procedure. His sister comments that it's up to Mark if he wants to share that information to Rickon.
It should have been up to Mark, yes.
Yeah.
And Rickon someone at the table, apologies.
Someone at the table comments that it's fascinating that she'd always be thinking of the other one. They go into further detail on how the severed work and that they're two completely separate people, basically. The conversation gets really awkward when someone comments that the other him is trapped, and Mark sort of pushes him. What do you mean? What do you mean trapped? And the guy is sort of embarrassed and doesn't really want to go on.
He wants to say another word, but he doesn't.
I think dead.
Want to say the other word as well. Like they're like, oh no, what word do you mean? No, please. Like he had a worse word to say than trapped, almost.
Yeah.
So
it's like when people say, "Don't take any offense," but you're like, that doesn't like
the word
save
"but"
you
doesn't
from
negate everything that came.
Like
came after it.
I mean, it was an interesting perspective because I hadn't thought of it being a trapped, like, part of him. Like, I know it doesn't leave, but I hadn't really thought of it as being trapped until he said it. And I was like, oh, it actually is, yeah.
But they're both trapped in a way.
They're trapped in their own worlds, yeah.
Yeah.
So as that awkwardness sort of ends, someone says... So someone quietly says, I just have to find it again, sorry. I guess we know where you fall on the congressional side of things, which is an interesting comment.
Smarmy kind of.
Rickon then makes a comment, okay, and he just goes on and on about how horrible it is, and it's just like, wow, you're really helping the situation, Rickon.
Would you like a shovel as well?
Yeah, seriously.
Keep digging that hole.
And then everybody's, oh yes, of course, yes, like doing their own little virtue signaling thing. We discover that
did not like his friends,
and this is when we discover that this dinner party is actually has no dinner.
She mentions it in the car.
What?
Yeah, she does. She mentions it in the car.
Oh, does she?
Because he was sarcastically saying, well, why are we doing it?
Well, because I wanted to note again it's only at that moment that we see the table and there's no meal in front of them.
Yeah.
The whole thing, we didn't see any of what's in front of them. So we cut to a shot of Mark's sister making him a sandwich. I don't think we actually find out her name in this episode. She's cutting in half and apologizing to him. And that's when we find out that she's pregnant. Oh, that's right. He makes a joke about, well, you're bearing my unborn niece, so I should probably wait at least until you give birth before I kill you.
Yeah.
There was some good comedy in this kind of part.
Yeah.
Connection with the niece, though, later on. That didn't occur to me later.
So I really liked the relationship between Mark and his sister. I thought it feels like this is a good relationship that they've got. And I can't tell if she's like really trying because of how he is, like with whatever's happened with his wife.
It feels natural, though, that this is how they normally interact, kind of thing.
Yeah. She says, I want to mention, by the way, while he's eating the sandwich, and he actually takes out some medication and takes a pill and has it. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Didn't notice.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I don't think they make focus on it, but you hear the pill bottle, definitely. That Foley person was working max full-time there, Michael.
Oh, and also before she put the sandwich down, he was taking a swig from a flask as well.
Yep. She
mentions later smelling like a brewery.
Yeah, the next morning,
She mentioned that him and his dad had matching flasks.
That's right,
when they
yes.
were
Yeah.
So she's saying, "Oh, you're staying the night, right?" And he's like, "Nah." And she says, "Okay, yes, you are."
Yeah.
I wonder which of them is the older one. Do you think?
I think she is for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
For that dynamic, definitely.
Next shot, we see he's sitting on a racing car bed. Is this what you wanted to talk about, Nelly?
Why is he sleeping in that bed? Why not the other bed that's built for a human size?
It's not.
No, but why is he sitting on the racing car bed?
It's what his child transition.
Yeah, I know, but the other one's not finished. He says it's not. He's still in the process of building it. It's not complete yet.
There was a mattress. He could at least have slept on the mattress.
That was the reason behind it. It wasn't completed.
When we cut to this scene, we hear Rickon is explaining how the sheets were made, and it's just like, oh my god, this is so boring. He's the kind of guy who's just like, I'm not sure I could be friends with you. You seem like a difficult friend.
He reminds me of I don't know if any of you have seen Frozen, but the Big Summer Blowout guy.
I don't remember. I have seen it, but I don't remember.
Is he the one with the accent?
Almost anything.
Like
yeah.
Ooh,
Big Summer Blowout. That was a terrible accent.
So,
sorry for whoever we just offended. I'm not sure who it was.
Swedish, but I'm not.
I think so.
Sure. I apologize to all of Scandinavia.
Yeah.
So Rickon also explains why there are 3 beds in the same room, and about how it's some psychological thing that one of his friends told him about. Yes.
It's important.
And Mark makes a joke about I can't believe I survived all that trauma from only having the one bed.
Yeah, that's why
when he's
drinking in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love.
And his sister laughs when he says it as well, which is funny.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, he can't sleep, so he gets out of bed, gets a glass of water, and he's looking through the window, and he actually sees someone outside. He goes outside, and they're standing there in the open. But then a car passes, and he winces from the light, and then when he looks again, they're not there anymore.
As soon as this is when I have my second note of the whole episode.
Okay.
Which just said, PD? Question mark?
Oh, well done.
Well done, yeah.
I didn't think that straight away.
Even though I thought he had died, I was like, PD.
Yeah, I was along the same train as well. I'm like, well, is this the guy? Because who else would want to be stalking him?
Well, you don't know. He might be really popular, okay?
I just thought, was I supposed to recognise that guy or not? I'm not sure.
Yeah. But I was saying to Katie later, every time they said Petey, all I could think of was Pete Davidson from The Rookie as his character in that, where he's an absolute...
Okay.
Yeah.
Different character.
Yeah.
Next morning, we see Mark is still standing there looking outside. And his sister and he have a conversation. She's eating a packet of chips and has a seat and just has a quick chat with him. So then we cut to him back at home and he's pulling leaves from his gutter. And we see
he mentioned seeing the guy as well to her.
Oh yeah, he definitely does.
And she said it was probably a straggler from the pub or something.
Yeah, that's right.
No, but then he says something and she takes him seriously, I think. Wasn't it? Isn't that part?
That she thinks it, but that's when she says she thinks it might be a straggler from the pub because it's just down the street.
So later we see him pulling leaves from his gutter, and we see literally all the houses are exactly the same. It's not just similar.
It looks beautiful.
Which again makes me think of like a company town.
It was built for them to live
not
in.
Abnormal for like a new build to have all of the buildings the same.
Okay.
Like in one of those, like there's heaps around in Sydney.
Tighter buildings, yes.
Not that I'm in
townhouses
Sydney,
and stuff.
I'm also just thinking of like how symmetrical and everything the car park was, and whether that's an extension. You know, it's just over the bridge. Like it does all just seem very planned.
But it's not far away,
It did make me think if the whole company
Sorry?
lived.
You said it's over the bridge, but I said it's not far away.
The buildings did make me think if they all were kind of everybody living in those buildings worked for Lumon.
Yeah.
That's very good questions. So later he's at Pip's Bar and Grill using his voucher.
He's in the VIP section.
Yep. And he gets a call from Mrs. Selvig. While he's talking to her, Gus,
hello.
Now's not the time.
It's Daddy.
Oh, Ted, now's not the
time. Clip that, Ben.
I think I will. So he gets interrupted by the guy that he saw outside his sister's place sitting down in front of him. The guy is Petey. But obviously Mark doesn't know him. No, because he says
hang up. The baby says hang up.
Yeah, but I skipped that bit because obviously
Well, it's important because I have a note about that for the end.
Oh, okay, all right. So yeah, he tells him to hang up, and Mark doesn't say, "Oh, someone's just sitting in front of me." He says, "Oh, my food's just arrived. I gotta go."
Yeah.
So we find out someone helped Petey circumvent his severance, which is supposed to be impossible.
I remember that bit. Someone helped,
and that it was painful or something. It was difficult but doable or something.
Yeah. We find out Grainer is after Petey, so we assume Grainer is someone who works for Lumen. Petey gives him a red envelope and then leaves. In his car, Mark opens the envelope. Inside is a happy birthday card for his happy birthday niece.
For a niece, yeah.
For a niece.
And there's a message written inside from Petey, and it's a very long message, basically just saying, "Hey, look, if you don't want to go through with this, then just forget about it. But if you're curious, then there's an address on the back of this, and that'll give you more info."
I did also like how he started the letter by saying, "Sorry for the choice of cards. I'm sure though you would have made an excellent niece had you been one." Something like that.
Which is a very friend thing to do.
Yeah. When they're in the restaurant when they're talking.
Yep.
He says the
Mark
kids
says
for dinner.
He says the kid, "Hey kids, what's for dinner or whatever," which is kind
Mark
of
just doesn't know what he's saying.
Does that to see if he recognizes it at all. And then he also said to Mark says to Petey, "Were we friends?" And
that's right. He says, "I was your best friend. You were a good friend."
I was your best friend. Yeah, you were a close friend. Or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then he also mentioned
it kind of showed the lonely side of Mark, in my opinion, that like Petey would be his best friend, but Petey is more so.
I thought he was that was just like good-natured ribbing.
But he also said that they obviously discussed in Lumen, in the Severance floor, what their other selves were like. Like they wanted them to at least be decent people kind of thing or something.
Okay.
They hoped they were, yeah.
All right. So when Mark gets home, he's putting his bin out, and Mrs. Selvig is there.
But
And
the
we
bin
eventually
was gone
find
and
out that Mrs. Selvig is Ms. Coble.
All she had to do was open her mouth and speak, and I was
And
like,
she tells a story about her mother being Catholic after
Yes.
earlier saying that her mother's atheist.
Yes.
Oh, I did
and
not
won't
catch
let
that
him
at all.
walk away. Just has to keep talking at him.
Yes.
and the whole time this is happening, she's got the smile on her face. This is the end of the
Yeah.
episode.
Yes, and as he walks away, she just goes back to her
Yeah,
regular.
the whole time I'm sitting there going to Mum, is
she
have
severed?
the
Is she
severance
severed?
thing? Yeah, like is she? And then as soon as the smile drops, I'm like, ooh, she's
Ooh.
fine.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Okay, and
But-
Experiment.
yep.
Sorry, no go.
I'm just going to say, yeah, and he walks away, and you see the happy smile drop away, and her impassive expression resume, and it sort of hints that maybe she's not severed.
Yeah, I don't think she is. Or she has
that's
some
the end of the
capability to
episode.
keep an eye on him. And that's why I wanted to mention that Petey told him to hang up, because Mark was on the phone to her.
Yeah.
She knows Petey. So could she not have recognized his voice?
Oh.
And
That's
why
a
maybe
good
she was
point.
outside waiting for him to come home to see.
If he did come home.
Yeah.
Also,
It just made me think.
I want
like,
to point out,
yeah.
Ms. Coble is his neighbour.
Yes. Miss Selvig. Miss Selvig and Colberg
Mrs.
are the same
Selvig.
person.
She calls herself Mrs.
Miss
Selvig, but Ms. Coble on the inside of the company.
On the inside, in
Is
prison.
kobold as in
No,
the no-take candle?
Cobel, sorry.
Cobel. Okay.
So yeah, that's the end of the episode. I think it's safe to say that, boy, have they really cast a wide net with a lot of stuff on this episode. They've done a lot to set the world up, so they're giving you hints of what is going on. Very, very vague hints.
Yeah.
How much did you
Little
notice
ideas.
different this time?
It's been like a couple of years, because I watched it first when it first came, because it was actually filmed during COVID. It took a long time for them to finish the show.
That would explain why there's very few people in every interaction kind of thing. Because normally you have a lot of extras filling out the office area kind of thing, and people walking past,
makes
or there would
sense
have
if
been
they
other people in the
like
car
that.
park kind of thing, or all that kind of stuff. But there's a lot less. There would have been a lot less human interaction.
Yeah, and when he arrived at the office the first time, in where reception is, and we see that multi-level structure,
There's a few
we
people.
definitely see people walking around.
But when they do the overhead, it's just him and her on that big
Yep.
massive floor.
Yeah,
I
there's a
just
sort
wondered
of a
what came
sense of
later.
sterility or something like that. But what? Let me. I want to know. So we've gone through the episode. So what are you guys thinking right now? Are you in? Are you interested in this show?
definitely in.
Oh, I want to binge it, so I'm hating you right now.
Yeah.
Well, I want to make
We
sure that
wouldn't
your mum
have
is
to
around.
do them once a week. We could do them more often.
Yeah, we could. If you want to do a couple of episodes in a week, we can totally do that.
Well, I've already finished Murderbot as well. I'm
Wow.
not sure what else I can watch. Well, they were really short ones.
They
Because,
were.
like, the Murderbot book is short. And so all those episodes is the one book that was short to begin with, kind of thing. So they've.
This episode
changed.
actually felt long to me. I don't know if it felt that way.
I thought it was a double-length episode.
But
I
it wasn't.
checked that after it.
And at no point did I feel like, oh gosh, I need to skip through this. Oh, we're going
Yeah,
to be
it
here
just-
forever.
It just
many are there
it
in the
felt like it
season?
was
I
a
didn't
long episode.
I think there's
but
either
not-
8 or 10, something like that. I mean, I could look it up. But
I mean, I don't trust you at all, but
I'll look it up. Give me 1 sec.
I'd probably avoid looking at screenshots and synopses of future episodes, by the
Yeah, I
way.
won't read anything, but I can.
Which is kind of hard in the Apple TV interface because they've got like screenshots and everything of every future episode. Anyway,
I don't look at that. I just,
yeah, I
the
didn't
main
look at
screen
all.
comes down, I just click on the bottom left.
I
of it.
didn't even read what it was about, and then Mum goes, "It's about how they have a personal and work life," and I was like, "What? Don't ruin it for me!" And then they said it.
I did already know that. Yeah,
I
Yeah.
did.
I didn't know
knew
anything
nothing.
about it.
that's about all
No.
I knew. Yeah.
yeah,
Ben
and that's
told
why
us not
when
to research anything, so
because
I
Michael
didn't.
told me that this is what he knew, and I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's pretty established pretty much straight away.
There's 9 episodes in this season. Mike.
9.
9. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So
What else did your mum think?
Oh yeah, so yeah, what did she think?
Or have you kind of already
What did
said the
Sean
things
think
that you
too?
talked about?
I think I've kind of said the things we talked about. It was nice
Yeah.
watching it with someone and being like, "Is this what's happening?" Like, to be able
Yeah.
to be like, "Is this what's going on? Did I hear that correctly?" Like one of the first comments I made was, and the only other note I took was, "Why did he have to check in at reception when he had a pass?" But that
Right.
is
Because they stagger.
cleared up when we know they're staggered.
Yeah. So
But-
I didn't actually mention that, but it is covered that their entrance and exit is staggered. They're not meant to go in or out at the same, and that's why reception says, "Are you ready?"
Did he dilly
and
dally?
why they don't recognize people in the outside
to meet
world.
her in the car park? Did he must have dilly dallied quite a bit.
They don't have the staggering doesn't have to be a massive part. He would just have to have left the locker room and
Yeah,
she can
because
go in the locker room.
I think
can
that-
see
I think-
each other in the compound.
I think their main thing is that they don't, by going out at the same time, they know who else was in there. So he doesn't
And they
know
can
that
keep
she was in
friends
there as
outside of
well.
Didn't they say
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
about 15 minutes or something? Or did I just mentally...
No, it's
in my
15
head
minutes,
do that?
exactly.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do know what you mean, Nelly. Like, how did she get to be that far out? Like, almost at the exit.
Yeah.
It's a big
And she was
building,
walking.
big car park. He did sit in the car for a minute because he
Unless
got
she went
distracted by
first.
something.
Right.
He was
Also, the
looking
other
at the
thing-
letter.
I observed was that when he came to work, the car park was nearly full. And then when he left, it was just his and
It
her
was
car.
empty almost, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Didn't really mention it, but it was also snowing, or it had been snowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely cold there.
Yeah, because
I
he's
guess-
got his extra layer and his snowshoes.
If they do lots of other stuff as well, you know, a lot of the people working there could be working on things totally unrelated to what they're doing.
It would just be the severed people that need to not know who else is working with
go
them.
Or is
underground.
everyone,
They could-
or is it, yeah, so is it only like their department that is severed, or are there more
Yeah.
people?
That's what
That was-
I assumed, but I
That was
don't
my
know.
understanding. Basement is severed.
Okay.
And there was a lot
I
more
think they
lockers.
mentioned that.
Yeah, there definitely were a lot more locked. That's a good point. Yeah.
Sean and I didn't really talk a lot during it, but now that I know she's not doing this because she's so burned from Twin Peaks,
Yep.
I'll pay more attention to what she says and write it down.
Cool. All right. Well, let's call it there. Thank you very much. We're going to return real soon now for episode 2. Up to you guys, really, when you want to do it.
Thank you, Ben. My faith in you has been redeemed. This
Yep.
was a good choice.
Yep.
far.
I honestly, I'm very excited for future episodes because in my opinion, this is one of the better shows out there.
Awesome.
I want to say I'm excited too, but I was quite excited for Twin Peaks in the beginning.
But okay. All right.
I was going in the concept.
Until next time. Thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye.